G'day humans, Chris Stead here. Today I'm taking you to the southwestern corner of Germany, to a town called Rouge, which is near Ringsheim, where you'll find one of the biggest theme parks in the world and a frequent winner of Best Theme Park in the World, Europa-Park. Now I went there with the family and I went on every single ride, and in this video I'm going to do my best to rank the roller coasters from, well, I'd say worst to best, but geez, even the worst is pretty damn awesome. So this is our take as a family on how we would order the roller coasters, and yeah, a fantastic experience. So settle in, get excited for your upcoming trip to the theme park. I hope you're heading there, or inspired to go anyway, and get into the best roller coaster experience it has to offer. Also, please do hit that subscribe button. I am working on a full tour of the entire Europa-Park experience, which will dive into all the things that aren't just the roller coasters. So make sure you subscribe and follow along so you'll be the first to find out about that. All right, let's go. So first up we have the Matterhorn, which was a kind of, in Australia we call them a mousetrap style experience. It's got a pretty interesting start where you shoot vertically kind of up to the starting point rather than kind of, you know, grinding your way up the hill, the slope as usual. Then it kind of kinks left, right, left, right, left, right as it winds itself down and then drops into more of a roller coaster experience. The reason why we put this one at the back was that both my son and I got quite hurt on this ride. There was quite a bit of like kind of sideways movement left and right and a bit of digging into pressure points on the body, and felt a little bit banged up afterwards. Still a good experience, and we are both big human beings, so smaller people may not have a problem, but yeah, that's kind of why we tip this one towards the end. Oh, what one's that?
That's the Swiss Bob one.
Is it?
Yeah.
Giddy up! That's quite a mousetrap.
Yeah. Probably where it originated from.
Yeah. Feels like you're going to fly, doesn't it? Whoa! Mum loves these ones.
I hate these ones. They hurt.
Oh! Oh, I got hit by a bug. Dead.
That's the photo.
Wow, my head almost hit the wood then.
Oh wow, that is a...
Wow, so the stop's pretty heavy. That hurt. Next we've gone with Atlantica SuperSplash, which kind of is a water ride, but it's actually considered a coaster. And the reason why we put this one down the back is mostly because there's not a whole lot going on. You pretty much just go up, rotate, run along to the slope, and then go down. There's not much experience around that. So while that thrill of kind of flying down into the water is certainly there, it's a kind of a shallow experience compared to some of the other rides at Europa-Park.
Well, I was pretty ominous on the other one. What's it called?
I haven't rolled those before. I was gonna say, imagine that foot.
I would be so scared.
Oh, it'll be so much sicker if they dropped you backwards.
Yeah, I'd be scared to do that. That would be literally so scary.
Ah, look at the beautiful German countryside.
Oh wait, it does go backwards.
If they can't one thing, instead of will.
Not this one, because it goes backwards.
When you go backwards, you get like this feeling of this. It's like there's like one wall out of here. And it's like
It's actually when you go down.
Oh,
All right. I'm in the worst spot. You guys are fine. Look at that over there. Spectacular.
Oh, that's the one I'm gonna go on. You know, my legs are the only thing that don't wet. And they're pretty soft. And they're pairs. Oh, there's water in my seat straight up my ass. I was like, yes.
Okay, well I hope you liked that footage of Atlantica because I had to put myself in the most vulnerable position to get it. I got soaked. Not too bad. I'm definitely wet. Next we have Pegasus. Now Pegasus is definitely aimed at a younger audience. Indeed, there's not much leg space for anyone that's kind of 6 foot or above. Quite squished in there, and kind of the metal can kind of dig into your knees a little bit and your hips. It's definitely for younger park goers. But even despite that, it's actually a significant coaster. There's actually a lot going on with it for something that is a kiddie ride. So it's down towards the back of our rankings, but it's certainly for its demographic. I think it's actually quite a cool coaster. 1, 2.
The Voltron goes from there all the way to there. Ow! Yee-hoo! My knee did that.
Really?
Yeah. Really hurt. On the first corner. Like, ow.
Next we have Schweizer Bobbahn, which I didn't really think was that good, but it's definitely cool from the aspect of being something different. It's the idea of giving you the experience of being on a bobsled, heading down, an ice track. And it's kind of, I think you can fit 2 people in it, but it's mostly a 1 or 2, like an adult and a kid, or just an adult style coaster where the second person will sit in the first person's lap. And it's not quite on rails like a traditional roller coaster. It's a little bit different, it's a little bit cool. It's got a bit of speed to it, it's got a bit up and down. I think it's a bit more younger facing. It's not a bad roller coaster, but it definitely didn't blow me away personally. Next we have the Alpenexpress, or Enzian as it's also known, which again is kind of one of those family focused coasters. It's not about big loop-the-loops or corkscrews or anything like that. But it's kind of well themed. It's kind of set in a diamond mine. You've got a bit of speed to it. There's some low hanging outcrops and some lighting effects going through it. So definitely a solid middle of the road roller coaster experience. it clicked again. Next up we have the Tiroler Wildwasserbahn, which in English is known as the Tirol log flume. So this one I've been a little cheeky with. It probably isn't right to classify this as a roller coaster, but it has that kind of up and down roller coaster experience. So I did want to throw it in there. And I think they've done a pretty good job with this one. Again, it's family friendly, it's not going over the top, but there's a lot of theming, a lot going on, a number of up and downs, and a kind of tight little passage to go through, and my kids really, really liked it. So it's a classic water ride, and I think a good middle of the road experience.
What is this rock? Oh! That's my pen.
Don't do that. Where are we going, Jazz? Ah!
I didn't know what was happening. I was blind right here.
That's the other one we haven't got on yet.
It goes up there.
Look at the slippery dip. Look at the slippery dip.
Oh no, there's a waterfall. And those people are right now.
Ah!
People say you want to use one that has everything wrong. What the hell?
Really?
Look at all the water on that side.
Alright, here we go down the rapids.
Hey, I don't like that. Big fishy.
That was hilarious. It actually moves because it knows you're going to move.
We're going up the drop.
You're getting wet anyway, Jazzy.
Put your hands up in the air. There. I don't care. I should say that. All I need is fly into that. Oh, now I get this bloody sandwich.
Hey, look, there's a swinging thing. That'll dry us off really quickly.
Yeah!
Righto, we just got off the after ride. You can see it going around behind me here. It's really cool. So it's kind of a mix of roller coaster and kind of theme ride. It's kind of telling a bit of a story, I think, but it's obviously in German. But yeah, really cool, like really impressively done. And it's again one of those rides where it's the constant conveyor belt, so the ride never stops to let people on. It's just you got to jump onto it while it's moving like a ski lift. Really, yeah, fun ride. Now it's based off the Arthur and the Minimoys fantasy film trilogy from Luc Besson, the French director. And it's themed to that. It's telling a story. You kind of move through this indoor area where it basically does a shortened version of the story from the property it's based on. But then you have these outside sections as well. You're kind of hanging from your seat with your legs down, and you swing out from a roller coaster track, then come in, hear a bit more of the story, swing back out again. It kind of circles inside this large area that's filled with people and other experiences. And so it's just really different. And even though it's not thrilling in any way, it's just unique. And as a result, it stood out in our mind as something really fun to do. Okay, well I just went on Euro-Mir, which is this one behind me here. It's pretty full on. Next up we've got Euro-Mir, and this is again a really unique coaster, very, very cool. You start at the bottom of these giant mirrored towers and you spiral up what feels like ever. And you're kind of in a coaster that, like a seat that faces both ways. So once you get to the top, it kind of cycles out into the light, you get this spectacular view, you can see the distances, and then you get dropped on this pretty fast high G roller coaster experience, and it's a lot of fun. The reason why I haven't quite put it up near the top is that it's also a bit full on the body, just the G-force and the fact that you'll be facing backwards at times. I don't think it's going to be for everybody, and definitely for myself, I found it kind of hard on the back when I couldn't see the corners coming when I was facing the wrong way, and so that's why I dropped it down a little bit, but definitely still a very cool experience, and the theming's awesome.
Oh mein Gott, wenn wir jetzt nicht mehr sind. Nein, scheiße. Oh mein Gott. Scheiße, das wird so. Oh nein.
So we just did Poseidon, as you can see behind me here. Okay, so we're going towards the pointy end now. We've got Poseidon up next, which is really kind of cool. So basically it's your classic boat ride experience where you're floating along in the water, but then it converts into a roller coaster experience at various points along its way. There's really cool theming around it. They've done a lot of work and a lot of effort with kind of everything you're looking at, and that kind of combination of a water-based experience and a roller coaster experience in the one ride definitely stood out for me as something unique, and this is why I've kind of pushed it up towards the top end.
Dad, look at that guy. He's putting the wrist finger at everyone. Mommy, put Daddy, bring the wrist.
I just heard him. I think I just heard Charlie.
Like, oh.
This thing goes pretty fast.
Have you been on it?
No, I've just seen it. Speeding up. Oh. Oh man, it's bashing my legs up.
Yeah. Oh, we're not at the main water bit yet. What's with all the rides being four-seated? And there's no single riders on that one, whatever it's called.
Where?
You guys can get all wet. Look at that. I went on that. I went on that. Yeah, so did I. Everyone in this cart did. Oh, don't jump for that.
Woo!
My hands were up. My hands were up for the drop, but then I covered myself so I didn't get wet. Oh my god!
That was a nice cooling refreshment that I needed. Okay, well I just did my second ride, which is the Moulin Rouge here, the CanCan coaster, which unfolds in this giant dome here. I honestly cannot believe how much roller coaster they fit in that dome. It's incredible. So you kind of spiral up like a long way, like just in circles, like getting pulled up, and then it drops you through this much longer than I expected roller coaster that just, yeah, it's all black and it's got like light showing, and was fast and steep. I just don't know how they fit it all in that dome. But really impressive. Again, really, really smooth coaster. So yeah, pretty happy with that. Especially because I didn't really know what I was getting into when I stood in the crowd. I just went in the solo queue too, which got me through it in like, I was in and out in less than 10 minutes. The queues seem to move pretty quick actually, in general. Now next up we've got Silver Star, which is one of Europe's highest hypercoasters. It's 73 metres tall, goes up to 130 kilometres an hour, and it's actually a really good stepping stone ride. There's no loop-the-loops or corkscrews. It's all about these big, giant banking corners and up and down kind of undulating slopes, and it's just really fun and comfortable. It's so well built. There's no rattling or rolling or moving. And it's a great one if you've got a child who is kind of on that fence, really wants to go on those big mega coasters but is a little bit scared of them. This is kind of the one to take them on to really settle their nerves because it's just so smooth. It's still a lot of fun, still great speed, but nothing wild or crazy. And so that's why it's just a little bit down from the top, but still a great experience. Are you ready? All right, Paddy, big banking turn, mate, big banking turn. Next we have WODAN, the Timburcoaster, which is, again, a really big and complex ride to look at. There's so much woodwork in there, and it's just very tight. So you have these really like 100-kilometre-hour high speed, high G turns. You get a bit of airtime as you go over the like hills in it, and yeah, you just feel like you're going so fast. The way that it's designed and how tight it all is, and that's why I've kind of pushed it up there because that part of it was a real thrill. It isn't that easy on the body. It does kind of like whack you side to side as you hit those kind of G's, so that's something to be mindful of, and it's nowhere near as comfortable as the other rides, but you can't deny the speed. I haven't looked once to see whether it's in the right spot.
Oh, that sucks. Well, hey, whatever we do, we tell Paddy this drop is bigger than speed. Silver Star. Oh, Silver Star is like 4 times bigger than this.
Fast.
That's a good ride. The drop was way bigger than the Oh, Silver Star.
That's way rougher and faster than Silver Star.
Not that Voltron though.
No, not the Voltron.
Boy.
Okay, right at the pointy end now, we've got Blue Fire in second spot, which is the Megacoaster. Super smooth again. It's kind of like really feels new and comfortable to ride. It's a kind of a launch coaster, so you kind of just go from 0 to 100 in 2.5 seconds, and you really feel that blast. It does have a loop in it. It does have barrel rolls in it. It's kind of got those thrill experiences part of it. Really fun first banking turn as well. It sends you really high, then drops you down. Certainly an awesome coaster. Righto, we just did Voltron, which is over here. And that was a real experience. That was epic. Definitely the highlight so far. Was it three or four different jet starts? Starts by kind of like it supercharges you and then shakes you around and drops you straight into a loop-to-loop with the first jet. There it is. And you're going pretty fast, and it stops you and spins you onto another track, and then you go again, you go backwards and you go forwards. It's got everything in this ride. That was epic. I topped the Voltron Nevera in #1 spot. What a roller coaster! The best roller coaster I've ever been on. It just feels super cutting edge. It's got this great start, lots of theming and lighting and sound, and then boom, you blast it out. You go on what's the world's steepest launch angle, 105 degrees, and all of a sudden you just whack straight into it. It's got reverse sections. It switches you over between different tracks, heaps of loops and barrel rolls. You're kind of hanging off the seat with your legs dangling as well. It kind of gives you that freedom and that air moving through your legs as well. And it just feels so smooth and in control, despite the fact that you're doing some crazy thrilling stuff. Good views as well out across the rest of the park. It's very central in the park. So yeah, easily the best ride at Europa-Park for me, and definitely the best ride I think I've ever been on. hectic. Is that Jazzy? Yeah, Jazzy!
Hands up.
Yoo-hoo! Whoa! Look at your hair, Charlie. Oh, that was hectic. How good's going on front? So there you go, guys. That is my ranking of all the roller coasters to be found at Europa-Park in the southwest corner of Germany. A fantastic theme park with some really, really great rides. Like I said, this is just half the story, not even half the story, it's a third of the story. So please do subscribe to the channel. I will be going live at some point in the near future with a full tour, top to bottom, of every single region, every single experience, and the rides, of course, that I haven't shown in this video. So that will be coming soon. Keep an eye out for that. Otherwise, until next time, I'm gonna check you later. You! Do that, do that, do that.